AI is everywhere, right? It's
Yeah.
like everyone's talking about it like it's magic or something.
Right.
But building it, that always felt, I don't know, impossible unless you're like some kind of coding genius.
Yeah, it's true. It has been really hard to get into AI development.
Right. But that's what's so interesting about this new thing from Hugging Face, their Gradio 5.
Yeah.
It's like they're saying, hey, now anybody can build an AI app. Like, it's as easy as, I don't know, ordering a pizza or something.
It's a big claim for sure. Yeah. That's what we're looking at in this deep dive.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to figure that out.
for those of us who maybe haven't been following every single AI thing that comes out, what actually is Gradio?
So Gradio, in the simplest way to explain it, is
Yeah.
it's basically a way to make AI applications
Okay.
without needing to be like a super coder.
Okay, got it. So I'm seeing this thing in the article, the AI playground.
Mm.
It sounds, I don't know, a little childish maybe.
Yeah,
But
it's actually really
is that the revolutionary part?
it's super interesting.
Okay.
Imagine if you could just like tell the computer what you want your AI to do.
Oh.
Just say it out loud. Like, I want an AI that can make a recipe
Right.
from whatever ingredients I have in my fridge.
Right, right.
And then Gradio will try to just build a basic app
Wow.
based on that description.
So wait, I wouldn't have to write any code at all.
Technically, no,
wow.
but to get it, to look how you want and to add all the little
I'll
details,
customize it.
you would need to know a little bit of like the languages of the web, like your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript,
Right.
which
right.
are basically what makes all the like layout and the colors and the interactive parts of a website.
Okay, so there's some technical stuff involved.
Yeah.
It's not completely like, drag and drop,
Right.
but it sounds way easier than it used to be, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Way easier than all that AI coding stuff.
Exactly. And this is where it gets really interesting because this Gradio 5, it connects to this thing called the Model Hub, which is,
Wow.
it's basically like a huge library full of pre-built AI models.
Okay, so this is what I'm picturing. I'm picturing like this giant warehouse,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And it's full of these AI brains, and each brain is kind of like,
Yeah.
specialized.
It knows how to do one thing really well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, am I right? So instead of building the AI from scratch,
Yeah.
I can just take these pre-trained models and kind of like snap them together
Yeah, exactly.
like puzzle pieces.
Like Lego. Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's like having, a whole bunch of AI specialists who are like ready to work on your project, but instead of having to pay them like, all this money,
Right.
you just get to use their brains for your app.
Okay, this is a game changer. Like
Yeah.
for real. This is huge.
Yeah, I think it could be really big. Yeah, and the other thing that's really interesting is that Gradio 5, they're really focusing on speed and feedback.
Okay, I see this thing in here. It says instant previews.
Yeah.
Does that mean that I could actually see my app working as I'm building it?
Yes. That's exactly what they want you to be able to do.
Wow.
So in the past, like testing your AI app,
Yeah.
it took forever. You'd make a change to the code and then you'd have to wait for it to, to basically like build.
Right, right.
And then you run the app. And then if it wasn't right, you'd have to start the whole thing over again.
Oh, I see. So it was just this constant back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, it's really slow.
So with Gradio 5, I could like experiment and try different models and just see what happens right away.
That's the idea, yeah.
Wow.
They want to make it so you can like play around with it in real time.
Okay, so now we're getting to the part where I think, okay, this sounds a little too good to be true.
Right.
Especially with AI, you got to be careful. And I'm seeing some stuff in here about security concerns.
Yeah.
Something about Hugging Face bringing in like cybersecurity people.
So it's interesting, right? They
Yeah.
did the security audit of Gradio 5,
Okay.
which is good. It means they're thinking about it, but it makes
Right.
you wonder, like, what were the problems in their earlier version?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, are we the guinea pigs here?
It's a valid question, yeah.
If we start using Gradio 5 now.
Yeah, because even with the security audit,
Right.
there could still be things they don't know about.
Right, because it's new.
Right, exactly.
So it's kind of like a trade-off, I guess.
Yeah.
Like you get all this speed and ease of use.
Right,
But maybe there's some risk involved.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so that's something to keep in mind.
And that means that Hugging Face, they're going to have to work really hard to keep it secure.
Right. They need to make sure they fix things quickly.
Absolutely. Especially if people are going to trust this thing with important information,
Right, right. And it makes you wonder, like, how much responsibility is on us,
Mm-hmm.
on the users,
Right.
Like, if this is really supposed to make AI easier for everyone,
Yeah.
shouldn't it just be secure from the start? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a tough balance, right?
Yeah.
Because you want it to be easy to use,
Right.
but it also has to be safe.
Right. And secure.
And that's tricky,
Yeah.
especially as AI becomes, more powerful.
Right. It's like, I don't know, the Wild West or something.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, so much potential out there.
Yeah,
But also, you got to be careful.
absolutely.
Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit here
Okay.
and talk about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Why does any of this matter?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah, like, why should I care about this Gradio 5 thing
Yeah.
if I'm never going to build an AI app myself, you know?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
If this works, if Gradio 5 actually does what they say it's going to do, it's
Yeah.
going to change everything. Yeah, because it's not just about, tech companies anymore.
Right, it's not just for the Googles of the world.
Exactly. It could be anyone. Teachers, artists, small business owners.
Like, anybody could build their own AI tools.
Exactly. It could be like, teachers building AI tutors for their students.
Wow.
Or
Or like, I don't know.
small businesses using AI to, I don't know, track their inventory or something.
Yeah, like stuff that used to only be for the big guys.
Exactly. And it puts the power back in the hands of, regular people.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. But it also makes me think, like, what about the people who, I don't know, who don't have time to learn all this new stuff?
Right.
Like, is AI going to leave some people behind?
It's a good question. It's like, when the printing press came along, it
Yeah.
changed everything, right? But not everyone could read.
Right, right.
So it's the same idea here. Like, we need to make sure everyone has the chance to learn and use this technology.
So it's not enough to just have the tools. You got to know how to use them.
Exactly. It's like having a toolbox full of amazing tools.
Yeah?
But if you don't know how to use a hammer, what good is it?
Right, exactly. So it sounds like this is, I don't know, like a really big moment, not just for tech, but for, like, everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Okay, so for people listening who are like, whoa, this is cool, I want to get involved, what should they do?
I mean, you don't have to go out and, sign up for a coding boot camp today.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing is just to, stay curious,
Yeah.
Pay attention to what's happening with AI.
All right.
See how it's being used in your job, in your hobbies.
And maybe think about, like, problems that you have that AI could solve.
Exactly. Like, what if you could build an AI to do that thing you hate doing?
Right. That's what I'm talking about. That's the dream.
Yeah. So, yeah, just keep an open mind and see what's out there.
Awesome. Okay, so to wrap things up,
Yeah.
Gradio 5, revolution or hype? What do you think?
I mean, it's early, right?
Sure.
But it definitely has the potential.
It's a game changer for sure.
Yeah. But it's important to, like you said, be cautious.
Right. Be excited, but be cautious.
Yeah, don't get too caught up in the hype.
Exactly.
Oh.
Awesome. Well, that's it for our deep dive on Gradio 5. Thanks for listening, everyone, and until next time, keep learning.